Welcome back for episode 26 of our playthrough. And in this episode, we will be getting our iron pickaxe, breaking the basalt that is in the way of expanding our craft room, and we will expand our craft room so that we can move more tables into the same room so that they're all together. So, game is currently loading up, so let's jump back. So yes, blacksmithing book is still running. I have not completed it. I logged out before it did. We have... So right now, we are about 5.5 minutes away from having the blacksmith book. So that we can go and make our iron pickaxe. Alright, so we are 3.5 minutes away from having these. We'll have to see how much wood we have left after that. Alright, so we have... And that drops it down to 117... What's that? 95? 85. So we could do 5 more and then another 40. It might put us just a couple pieces of wood short of using up everything. So while we're doing that, let's... Was it 4 minutes? You know what? Let's go over to the shipyard and pick up a couple pieces of wood over there. We don't have any. We got a couple pieces of wood. If we want, we can end up coming over and picking up these 17 hewn logs. We'll see if this is just enough to make what we queued up. Alright, so let's go down here. Let's get 29 or 279, so let's repair that. While we're waiting, we need to go and dig up our 5 wide here. basalt. That in there. That means this will all become wooded floor, so we'll go ahead and pick up the wood floor. See, we could actually pick that up and then now it's an enclosed room again. So now it is, but it isn't. So what we need to do, we're in the purple, there. 144. So now we can pick this up. We can pick this up. Mason's table. Might put that Mason's table over here. And put that there. Let's go and put that right there. Mace's table, if we wanted to make anything else here, like mortar, we'd have to go and queue from here And then we can put it here. Other than that, I mean, we could make mortared stone as well. Because any rock, we'll be able to pull the basalt once we dig it. Turn it into there. Turn it into more whetstones as well. So if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and turn all this sand into mortar. Well, not all of it. Let's see, times 3. So if we do 150, it's 450 mortar. It's not like we don't have enough clay or enough sand. We got plenty of sand down further below in the other stockpiles too, so Blacksmith! Blacksmith! No, no, where was it? Blacksmith. Boom. Now we can make iron tools. Rhinestone. Oh, we're just shy because of this. Because of that basalt. Alright. Since that is being considered that, let's do this. There we go. That's enough. Now we can make our iron pickaxe. So we need to go to storage. We need to pull from here. We need to bring 8 leather hides and 12 boards. And of course, because we used all of our wood to make hewn logs, we now have no wood to make boards. Such a shame. Now we have to go cut another tree. Let's go find a tree we can cut down. We cut this one down? No, it's still not fully grown. That one's not fully grown. This one. Oh, there's some more flax right there. Alright, oh, I guess we had more wood than we thought. Alright, so we got 65 wood. So we can make 65 boards. That'll use up all the wood. This right here. Let's make some seeds out of the 66. So one seed out of each. If we do 66. Yeah, let's do 66. So in 13 minutes we'll have more flax. So what we'll end up doing is once this is all done, we'll pick this up and then we will put 2 there. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'd have 64 left. So, nope, we got 2 left right there. So 66 would be 11 rows of 6. Plant, plant. So once this is all gone, we'll pick that up and then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's double check this real quick. Environmental data, plant group, plants, plant yield, and flax. Oh yes, we can go all the way down. So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. And that would be in the way there. So I guess do we want to go this side or do we want to go the other side? I think we're going to go the other side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 54. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Go ahead and put these 14 up. Alright, so we're making the boards. We should be able to reach the leathers from here. Yep, they're there. We need 8. So come over here, drop the 8. And then we'll see if we got... How many boards did we need? 12. And our pickaxe will be done in for too much longer. Now if we want, We don't have pottery yet. Or did we? Did we take pottery? No, we did not, but we do have the star, so we can learn it. So now we can start doing some pottery. Which is going to be the wet bricks. But that's another task for next episode. We're not going to get too much going. Storage wise, this goes all the way to the top. This goes here. That's a pull from. We'll move this up. This is going to be a pull from. There is our pickaxe. So now we can actually do. I'll show you the difference between using a stone and using the iron. So for shale, or for basalt, with the stone pickaxe, it's 1, 2, 3 hits. If we go to the iron, 2 hits. Now the other difference is, this is going to... So we're already saving 1 hit, but these start out at what was it, 500? This has 1,000. So we can start by just breaking the rocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to do those just yet. Oh, there's some there. Okay, let's throw this into here. Where is this one? We will, after that gets done, we will make, let's say 50. There, and it's going to start by pulling this. So we're not pulling that rock, we're not pulling that rock. So yeah, it may say that we have what, 168, but it's not pulling from there. It's only going to pull from this, which it says is 37. Move that down here. Hungry. It's because we queued up all that labor on tables. And there's another star. So now if we wanted, we could set another stockpile down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not quite. Gotta beat these out. Two, three, four. Yep. So if we wanted to, we could go ahead and put this right here. Now, the downside to that is we really would want to enclose this right here so that it didn't pick up what was inside that stockpile on the other side. But we could temporarily just go ahead and open this room up by taking out the rest of this basalt and then making the rest of the room. So we got 56, so let's go ahead and do that. Disables the room, stops all crafting for the short term. Alright, so here, here, here. Run that granite down here. Hammer. Floor. $150 space now, all enclosed. Close that, and do we have any other openings? No, it does not look like it, so all good. Yep, all enclosed. Alright, need more food. So it's going to pull from here. There's 160 right there, so it won't use up all of this. Since we got an odd amount, that means there's an extra stone sitting around somewhere that we did not see. We got a loose one somewhere, but we'll figure it out. So, if we really wanted to, we could go ahead and make other tools. One, we want to make the iron drill, and I'll show you what that does. So we need another 8 hides and 12 boards. So let's grab. We'll grab 48 of these. Well, couldn't grab them all, so we'll come over here to the chest and drop them in here. We had 43 there, so we need 5 others. And then we need, what was it, 32 hides. Alright. So we'll put those in there. It gives us 36. We do this, it'll drop it down to 24. Now we're making our 4 seconds. We'll have our drill. So let's go ahead and take this and put it up here. We'll take this drill and come here. Now what the drill does is if we could decide to go down here to where the iron is. Come in here where the iron is. We could figure out how many more tiles that direction we have. What we do is you take the drill, you put it up here, and then you drill. And as it goes, as long as you're holding it, it will count up there in the left corner how many more tiles and what it is. It'll go out 15 tiles. So we got 12 more tiles of iron ore going that direction. And then we hit 3 sandstone. We can do the same by going straight down, by looking down. And as you see, we only have one more below us. Then it's 13 sandstones before we hit another limestone. So you could do that anywhere you wanted. So if you wanted to come down here into this and see if we're not anywhere near this stuff. But if we wanted to, we could see what was below, in the 15 tiles below this granite. And this does use calories. So I mean, if you're just digging a straight tunnel and you want to try, you could check both to the right and the left of the corridor. You will figure out whether or not you find anything special other than 15 tiles straight down, nothing but granite. So I mean, we could come through here, come all the way down to this, to the end of the hallway. And we come this direction. And we could check here and see whether or not we find any iron down this way. There's some iron ore down 12 tiles. We find another vein. So by going down 12, and if this is 54, 12 down would be at 42. So 42 would be the ceiling or a floor. So we could take a ramp from this corner and dig down 2 more floors and we will get to that iron. Or, you know, we're already at 42 down there. So at 42 would be down here at this level. So if we just ended up digging, had a road that went back that direction, once we got out there in the desert, we might find it. Or we'd have to come back digging through whatever, and we'd eventually find it. That's what the iron drill is good for. Is to check the next 15 tiles in any direction. So we'd know that if we come through here to our road, we could go and drill through here. And it's really slow because it's through a thicker rock. We'd know how much basalt we have to dig through. Which is gonna suck because it's already 7 chunks, or 7 tiles, 8 tiles, 9 tiles, and then we hit limestone. Then some more basalt. So there's not really a lot of basalt going that way to our road that we wanted to do. Now, because we don't want to keep this on us, we're going to stick it up here in this chest. It starts at 2,000, you're using 15 each time you go the full distance. So, try to decide what I'm going to do. What do I want to do in the rest of this episode? Oh, we wanted to go clear that stockpile. And okay, let's find our 52 seeds. Pick up the stockpile. Go to 6 and expand this field. Now I go to 7. There we go. A lot more flax. Now we just have to wait about a day and a half, game time. So somewhere around episode, if this is episode 26, that would mean figuring roughly an hour per episode. We gotta go to episode 64 before this comes up. But when we were getting 7 flax or whatever how many flax we were getting per plant, now just imagine we just dropped 66 plus the almost 50 that we had before. So this is almost 120 plants just in this small area. Now that we have that, what do we want to do? Oh, we need to get... Now we got power. We don't... The only thing we could do is do more iron, but we don't have the iron concentrate. We'd have to go mining more iron. Eventually when we want to do the cast iron stove, but we need lumber for that. That's one of the cooking tables. What's in here? This has the baking oven for baking. I'm trying to remember where the stove is. Or not that stove. There's another one. Not the paint mixer. I'm trying to remember. There's the kitchen, okay. But that's going to take steel bars and lumber, so that's going to be a ways off. Need lumber and iron pipes for this, and iron bars. Machinist table at the sawmill, so we'd have to make the sawmill. And the sawmill. Where's the sawmill? I think that's on the anvil here. Saw blade is. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna go looking for it right now. We're not to the sawmill yet. That would require a lot of iron, or a lot of wood, and we're not to the point. Most of the tree, without having to go too far, most of the trees that we have locally are not full grown yet, so they're not worth chopping. But I think, since I can't decide what I'm going to do, I mean, the only other thing to do is go check the research table. And we could do what we need to get baking and see, we've already got basic engineering. We have baking there and cooking, which would both take engineering pages. We already got the farming. We don't have the fertilizer. We do glass working. Again, more engineering pages. Otherwise, we got everything done. We've got done tailoring, we've done smelting, we've done shipwright, we've done pottery. Paper milling is not really all that important. Painting is not all that important. We could do milling, but that's for baking. Mechanics would probably be one of the next ones other than glass. Kind of need to do glass. Ooh, can't do mechanics because we don't have this. We don't have copper yet. We'd have to go find copper. So glassworking, cooking, and baking are our next ones. All of which take engineering. Well, this one doesn't take engineering pages. Neither does cooking. But they do take metal basics. So we'd have to. Nope, we got 10. And baking requires 5. So we have those for both of those. We just need to do the culinary basics. And we could have both of those done. So that means for culinary basics, we could do the dried fish, and those require 20 dried fish per. And I think we have 200 over there at our little fishing hut. Yep, almost 200. Plus all this fish that we could turn in over. So, I mean, we pretty much could do the cooking and the baking with no problem. We'd have to make some more geology basics. So we need 20. So if we can get the basalt somewhere within reach of this, like the wooden cart, we throw some of it in the wooden cart and then we could go from there. So we need to do at least 5 more geology basics. Glass working, we'd need 10, so we need to do 15 geology basics. Glass working, we would also need, we do have the 5 advanced there, we need 5 engineering, and then we'd need 10 more, so let's do another. No. See, it's not so bad when you haven't put the calories in it. You can cancel it out and it doesn't do shit. Alright, so that'll take care of what we need for here and here. So the only thing we need is to make 5 more of these. So we will end up needing to get more meat to make lubricant. We'll have to go hunting again. We'll have to get more wood in order to make our whole planks and our hewn logs that we need. And our boards. Nope, just hewn logs. Need a lot more flax in order to make another 120 linen fabric. So in order to get the next 3 books, we have a lot of gathering to do. So we could get 500 wood just out of each of those old growths that we want to take out up from over there. We got a couple of them. But that's our test to start into on the next episode. I'm going to come down here. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue digging out some of this basalt, dropping it in the wagon so that it can become the basic geology pages. And so there might be some time. I don't know how much time in between this episode and the next is going to be done offline, because a lot of it's just going to be gathering materials, and I really don't want to have a complete episode of doing nothing but collecting materials. So you'll be able to tell how much I did in the meantime. I said all I want to do is try to open this up in order to put more stockpiles down so that everything's down below and we don't have to worry about up above. I mean, if we have a cart up there, we can just roll it across on top of the surface and it will be within reach of these. So we can just drop the wood down from up above that down into the stockpile, because we'll have the wagon up there will be within reach. So it's not a big deal. We'll have no problems doing what we want to do. So I will see everyone in the next episode, where we look at getting either, well, we'll have to go and do some bricks. So maybe I'll work on bricks in the next episode. I mean, we're going to need wood for boards to make the molds anyway. So maybe we'll look at doing bricks in the next episode. So until the next episode, and until I figure out exactly what I'm doing, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be, and I will see you the next time.